I was reading another article recently, and it said like, I mean, a lot of people will be watching this podcast on,
Okay.
YouTube and, maybe following some of the clips on social media. They said that there was also talk that Iran was going to cut the undersea internet cables. Right, and if the data
Yes.
cables went, then that would be the end of internet. What
Yes,
do people do
yes.
without
It's
their
all-
Instagram and their
It's already
Facebook?
in talk.
Yeah.
Your entire speed will be slowed down. It may be cut down. It
Correct.
may be totally non-functional.
Correct.
So it's not going to impact only what you want to interact or I want to interact. It's going to cut down the entire communication system, which is having a control of running the total vyavastha, which you say management. That may be air, that may be a rail, that may be a traffic, that may be a health section, real estate section, your money, your whatever you say. It's only through that internet.
Correct.
So that is again a very big area of concern, and people are talking now very openly on that.
Right.
That particular connection basically it passes through from the same ocean area.
Right.
So let us see where this dirty game is going to end up.
Yeah,
because
I know. As
it's
we're
really
recording this, I think we are now maybe around 36 hours away from
deadline.
Donald Trump's deadline.
Yes.
And hoping that there's a step down instead of further escalation, because people talk about AI ka zamana. I'm like, if the data centers start being targeted and if power infrastructure starts being targeted, there will be no AI. There will be no way to empower this AI then.
But except one thing, that every lines given by the Donald Trump is always dead. So it's again very difficult even for his friends to basically believe what is exactly the deadline.
Right.
And what is actually he has created a environment of uncertainty and unpredictability.
Right.
Any world leader, any person sitting in that level should have reliability. There has to be something called trust.
Bilkul.
And trust is not in the foe. It's within friend community.
Right.
With the entire NATO country backing out, not going to fight with their military in the favor. Then the European Union and major 7 countries, 3 in Asian area and 4 in Europe area, denying that basically the complete energy line, our economy is based on this complete energy line. So they are also not coming. And there is a very, very big confusion amongst the Arab countries also. They are also not very comfortable. Because before this, the complete bowl of progress has never been impacted by any such attack. You take it Dubai, you take it Oman, Muscat, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, all these countries. So first time there is a side effect.
Very true.
Of big war being fought between Iran and allied forces of Israel and America. So the impact are going to their areas only, and also the European countries. Because I'll tell you, the energy dependency is very huge.
Very much so.
Very huge.
Yeah.
Even India, now they have started opening alternative routes and alternative source of supply for the energy. But till now, how long your reservoir will work and how long from your reserve economy you will boost the shortfall, you will boost the price hike all over the world, and you keep feeding people. Because in our country, freebie is also a very big area. I mean, popular government, democratic government has to always take care of their position in the center. So they also cannot cut down the belly of the people whom they have promised. Because finally, after 5 years, you have to go to public to ask for the vote.
So true. Yeah, you look at oil prices. I mean, we were at 65, 66 when the conflict began. Today, we're trading at 110.
110,
You have an increase of 70, 80%. And nothing has been passed on to the consumer till now. I mean, yes, they made some cuts on excise and, all of that. And, so the government is giving out of their own kitty, but nothing's been passed on to the consumer. But how far can the government also do that? They can't. Beyond a point, it's not feasible anymore.
Government employees now talking that generally after 31st March, there is some hike in their pension, in their salary, average 3% after every 6 month government gives.
Right.
So it's almost 5-6 days in the month of April,
not come.
and there is no announcement. So all these are indicators that government is also struggling how to cope up with this new dimension and the economy of the country and the compromised stock of the energy, because it's a very big country. The consumer base is very big. So this is going to impact.
For sure.
Impact to India also. Currently, it may not be seen so on a very bold letters, but I think time will come if this war gets prolonged.
So true.
Further,
So true.
It's going to.
And of course, you spoke about how, all the chaos that we live in, at least on the India-Pakistan side, the seeds were sown, way back almost now 70 to 80 years ago. You just mentioned NATO as well. Now, NATO as a bloc also, it came up, after World War II when the Cold War was happening, and you of course had the Soviet bloc, and then you had the NATO bloc. Today, it seems like NATO might fall apart.
Actually, I tell you, nothing is tailor-made. If you go to a shop, there are products with numbers 38, 40, 42, 44, but still there is a trial room.
Okay.
The reason is that what NATO was few years back, those time international power blocks were very different. And interdependency of the countries were also very different. Every country has got aspiration. Everybody has to grow, economy-wise or whatever you say.
Right.
These blocks were basically made, this NATO bloc was basically made against Russia. Just to counter communism, Samyabad, Samajbad. I mean, it was basically prepared against those. But over a period of time, within your own allies, if you will start over stretching your arms like a big brother, so probably your own brothers will also not like. And NATO was never so much divided as it seems to be in current era. Why? Because America, being a very potential, most important entity of the NATO, they found a leadership which started claiming right beyond their boundary, and every country has got their own dignity, their own, you can say, self-respect, respect of the country, respect of the sovereignty, nation, everything. So every day talking, starting from Canada, that's our it may be annexed as our 49th state. Such a big land piece of the world.
And resources there also.
Exactly. So, and completely giving security to the United States of America from the northern front. Correct. Entire northern border is with the Canada. Correct. You take their example on the south side with the Mexico. So true. So always Mexico, the kind of you can say color and apartheid and all those things inside America against the Mexican racism is on peak. Right. Whatever they claim to be a super developed people, they are very progressive. But if you talk to the people of America, they will cite many examples that this racism is intact in American mind. Right. Then again, sense of supremacy. You definitely progressed very well, and America took themselves to the trajectory of the economic growth, military might, and also wonderful infrastructure all over the world, which any person on this world dreamed to be. So true. Everybody thinks I should go to America. So that way you did really very well, and we all appreciate that. But American leadership should also think that there are other entities on this earth. You are not only a warrior. You are not only a Ashwamedh ka ghoda. You start winning from one end of the world, and this is your objective to reach on the other end of the world. Correct. No, it's not like this. Coexistence and respecting sovereignty and autonomy of every partner is the greatness which America should think about. So they started stretching their arm. First thing is Canada, then Mexico. You see the fate of Venezuela.
Now they talk
this
about Cuba.
Nicolas
Yeah.
Maduro. There could have been other way of nipping him down. There could have been a better and more, you can say, respectable way to handle leader of that country, up and achieving the same objective.
So true.
But when you playing with the world geopolitics and you are thinking China to be so potential threat for the America's existence in the future, so just to cut down their supply, just to keep Russia dried of their fuel resources from the Venezuela, you brought this new concept and you did it. I mean, whatever was your objective, everybody knows in the world. Then you again claiming Greenland, that Greenland basically
Security
it's
of America.
security of America means a country of the size of Greenland is your observation post on the globe, which is for your security, and they will keep a OP center to look upon America's security. I mean, that is you are looking Greenland from that perspective.
So true.
Then you are taunting European countries. I mean, I never found as a person of a president of America status who could taunt about the lady wife of your French president. That's unbecoming, I think. And again, about India-Pakistan conflict last year, the Operation Sindoor, making multiple comments, multiple claims, again unverified. Even if it happens behind the door, between two big leaderships, two great leaderships, there has to be some sanctity,
Some decorum.
some decorum,
It doesn't have to be
sanctity.
broadcasted like it was.
Yeah, it should not be. World is not basically dried of intellectual people. There are the people who see, who think, who react, and who comment. So somehow I feel that the people generally in the world, they generally don't like American sense of supremacy and considering others to be little inferior. And you are the only person who are the greatest in the world, and make America great again. You make America great again. Who stops you? Everybody makes.
But at what cost also?
At what cost also? And another problem is that they never put the house in order. Wherever they go for a war, generally they choose every corner of the world except America itself. Right. So they go always beyond Atlantic. So you choose a country to basically make the system as per your convenience.
Correct.
You fight, you bring destructions, you paralyze the complete infrastructure, killings, you stay there, then you come back. But what is your contribution?
So true.
To create a working, functional system of democracy in that country.
Yeah.
You take any example. You take example of Libya. You take example of Iraq. You take example of Vietnam. You take example of Afghanistan.
So true.
And you take example of this Venezuela. And now this is the sixth country where you are fighting. Iran and Iraq both.
Correct.
So finally, a responsible democracy, a powerful country, a superpower country also has a responsibility to bring the system in order in a particular country where you are invading. Because that society also needs a dignified life after this.